Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Veterans Memorial Community Park. It's a blistery gray day here. We maybe should be opening up an ice skating rink, but instead we're opening up a splash pad. Maybe this will be the worst weather we have during the year, and everything will be uphill from here on in. I want to introduce the town board to you. To my immediate right is Deputy Supervisor Chuck Texera, Councilman Mark Carpenter, Councilman Sam Gatto, and Councilman Rick Sirianni. To my left is Town Clerk Sylvia Virtuoso, our County Legislator Jason Zona, Robert Herman, our town's Highway Superintendent, also is Parks Director, and gentleman who's representing Senator Collins' office. Congressman Collins' office, my mistake. So we're really happy that this has been a long time coming. This splash pad was an idea that was conceived 3 years ago, and it took a little bit of time and a little bit of effort. It was sponsored and paid for through Greenway money, through the county and through the state of New York, and through the relicensing agreement with the Power Authority. And we are really excited about it being a great addition to our town. I would also, unfortunately, like to introduce a couple people who were really instrumental in helping us with this day, and that would be our park staff and what they've done all along, and Clark Patterson Lee, who designed the splash pad as well. So, do you want to make a comment? Sure. We have the representative who's going to make a presentation. I'm sorry.
Hello everyone, my name is Tom Haig. I'm here representing Congressman Chris Collins. Unfortunately, the Congressman couldn't be here today as they are in session. However, he wanted me to present this special congressional proclamation to the Town of Niagara to commemorate this great opening of this splash pad. So, on behalf of Congressman Collins,
thank you so much. I appreciate
present
it.
Accommodation.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
No die, son, you gotta work late. Car cause he didn't work a lick.
Hi, this is Cindy Abbott Letro for Behind the Camera. We are at the Buffalo History Museum and about to start a press conference that announces the filming of Brook, a movie starring and written by one of our hometown heroes, Bill Fichtner. Bill, today's a big day. Press conference, your dream that you've been working on for a long time, announcing that Brook is starting to film in Buffalo. I mean, what was this like? I know you're a real softie, but it's because of you that it's here.
Well, thank you. This is where the Buffalo part comes out of me, because if I stopped for a minute and was like, oh my God, I can't believe all this is happening, but all I'm really thinking about, I'm so grateful and happy for this, I just want to make a really good movie. And I mean this is the Buffalo part, the working part, the blue collar part that's like, what really matters is we got to get it done. And I'm so excited that there's just a huge sense of relief that place that I'm going to get it done was the one that I dreamed about. That is here.
Well, in this, though, it's your movie.
I've never met him, sorry.
Okay.
My name is Kim Coates. I'm such a fan. No, I'm such a fan.
No, I'm really.
No, I'm a really
listen,
fan. I'm a big fan. I know I'm a big fan.
Listen, I have a
you're
PR
on.
person over
You're
there.
doing
Can you
it.
talk
Sorry,
to
no,
them?
sorry.
Can you? Thank you. Thank you.
You two, if you didn't know, that was Kim Coates. You two met on Black Hawk Down. That was a movie at the time. I don't think anybody knew how big that film would become. And you took the part. You were in Morocco. Tell me about how you two met.
We couldn't get the Black Hawk helicopters, so we had an extra like 3 weeks of training. And with 1 week of training to go, Kim Coates shows up, and I was with the Czech stunt team. They were my guys I was training, because I was trained by special ops guys, and none of them could speak English. And I was like, every day was like, oh boy, how am I going to do this today? And then he showed up, and he's like, they're like, hey, we got actor Kim Coates here. And he said, hi, everybody. And I'm like, you are on my team. I understand. Come over here. And that was it.
So speaking English was the basis of your...
a big part. He said, I'm Canadian. I said, I'm not going to hold that against you. Get over here. I love you, and you're working with me. And
it's interesting because you have Canadian investors in this film.
Yes.
This film is truly sort of an international collaborative effort, and you got your Canadian friend in it.
When I met Sarah and Shane, my co-producers on this, who are from Canada, one of the first things they said to me is, can we shoot the film in Canada? And I said, no, you can't. You have to come this way. And then when they got here, they got it. They really got it. And after they spent a few days here, they said, well, we'll never ask you again of going to Canada to shoot the movie. We're shooting it here. We want to be here. Yeah, it is. It is. We're from all over the map on this movie, and that's what it takes to make something like this. You never know where all the pieces are going to come from, and all of a sudden you turn around, it's like, because I literally look at it that way, like it's just a puzzle, and every day, and I still have a few more pieces to go, but I put one in, and I'm like, phew, okay, we're good there. So we have a big mix. But Coates always told me when I was in Morocco when we met that I told him I was from Buffalo, and when he said, where are you from? This is the first day we met. I said, I'm from Buffalo. And the next thing he said to me was, he said, go Sabres. I was like, okay, we're on to a good start. He goes, Buffalo, this is a true story. He said, Buffalo it's part of Canada. And I said, oh, that's interesting. I'm like, I like this guy.
So you're really filming in Canada then, according to Kim Coates. Is that it? Yeah, so you've made everybody happy.
I know, and I want to.
But how long was this journey from when you came up with the idea of the story to starting tomorrow?
10 years, a little bit longer, of writing it and thinking about it. But it was about 4 years ago where I thought, you know what, as years went by and we'd work on the script, every year I would change the age of the children in the movie because we got older. And then one day I was like, they're not going to be in high school anymore, and it's part of the story. So that's when I realized I got to make this movie, and something shifted for me. And but you still need angels to make it all happen, and believers, and I certainly had them here in Buffalo. But Sarah Shack my co-producer, and Shane, they both read the script, and they said, we really want to be a part of this. We want to be a big part of it. And I said, you can be as big a part as you want. Help me get it off the ground. And they did.
What is it, if you were to tell people that are listening to you and they're going, okay, I'm gonna write that down when Cold Brook comes out, I want to see it. What is it that would make people want to go to this movie and enjoy it?
I love movies. Some people call them feel-good movies. I love character-driven movies. When I gave this script, when we first completed the script and I gave it to my manager, he said to me, I'm really impressed, Bill. I had no idea what kind of movie you were writing. It's going to be impossible to make this movie. I said, why? He goes, there's no guns, there's no sex, there's no police. This is a movie about doing the right thing. They're great movies, but they're the hardest movies to make. And I was like, well, that's okay, So I like those sort of films. I like films with deep message. I like films where it's not about, millions of dollars and maybe a small town guy could lose his job and the stakes are really big and that's real. And I wanted to make a movie about real people. And I think real people get movies about themselves. And I'm banking on the fact we got a lot of real people in this country, and they're going to see this movie.
Tell me a little bit about how you got involved in Cold Brook.
Well, in a nutshell, I met you. You did such a wonderful job today, by the way, Cindy. I met him in Morocco, Black Hawk Down, 2001, just before the world changed, with the towers coming down, which is so emotional and still is for all of us. But I met in Morocco 5 months. We're best buds. He came back to LA. I did too, and he wrote this story with Kane DeVore, his good buddy, a few years later, with he and I in mind. And it usually takes, Cindy, 7 or 8 years of constant, you write it, you change it, you get notes, and our stardom just kept going up and up. And here it is, 8, 9 years later, we're actually shooting it right where he always wanted to in Buffalo, so we're pretty excited.
How do you decide what projects to take? Of course, you have a friendship with Bill, that this is one of the things, but I mean, what do you look for in a script?
It's always about the story. It's always about the part. Sometimes it's about the director. It rarely is where it's being filmed. I've traveled all over the world. That's never a key issue, whether I should or shouldn't go. It has to do with the story and the script and the character. And I say no to a lot of bad boys because I take those. This gets a lot of bad boys.
It's the eyes. You never blink.
Cheekbones. So I say no to a lot of bad boys, but sometimes the bad boys are the best to play. So when they're good and they're juicy, like my Sons of Anarchy character was, I love saying yes to those. But these guys are janitors at a college, and they're family guys with kids, and something happens and they have to do the right thing, and they do. It's an incredible story.
Tell me what it's like working with a friend. We're going to come back and find out how good this was in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
But but I mean, when you're working with a friend, does it hard? I mean, do you view it the same way as you would any other role?
It's the best. And what makes this one in particular the best is we play best friends in the movie. So there's no acting required. Like we've known about this for 7 years, 8 years, this script. So there's no acting required. This is going to be, we're putting on the suits, we're putting on the stuff. We got Brad Hankey's joining us, amazing actor. I mean, we're just best friends in real life, so bring it on. And it's funny and it's heartfelt and it's such a good story. We can't wait to share it.
Mayor Brown, today is an exciting day. This is a film that we've been talking about for a long time. Yes. Could you tell me, because I know you worked behind the scenes to also make this happen?
Well, Cold Brook is a film that is the passion of Bill Fichtner. He wrote the script. This will be his directorial debut, something that he has worked on for years and something that he wanted to bring to Western New York. And it's so exciting that tomorrow filming on Cold Brook actually starts here in Buffalo, the village of East Aurora and Western New York. It's just a great time for our community and for everything that we've collectively done to build Buffalo as a good destination to film.
Well, you know, it's funny because it seems today there was so much excitement in the air, and everyone is looking, and it was a collaborative effort. But I wonder, why is it different here than other places? What makes the difference for these people? Because they're saying, the Hollywood people that come here, that this is a wonderful place to work.
You know, so many of us have worked together closely. Buffalo and Western New York, we are the community of good neighbors. We roll out the red carpet when people come in, and I know that my administration has been able to work closely with you as chair of the Film Commission, and Tim Clark, our film commissioner, certainly with County Executive Mark Polenkars, and all the way to Albany with our governor, Andrew Cuomo, who has been a major supporter of film, and to our state legislators and Senator Gallivan, Pat Gallivan, who has been such a wonderful supporter of this film tax credit for upstate New York. I think all of those collective efforts and people working together and people saying both locally, nationally, and internationally that this is an important industry to us, that we support it, and that we will do everything that we can to create a great experience when people come here, is paying dividends. And now there are literally hundreds and hundreds of people that have been able to work in film, that are working in film, that live in Buffalo and Western New York.
One more point. You know, there are critics that say, what are the tangible results? We're spending money, we're doing all of this thing, we're giving tax credits. How does that actually help? How does it actually impact our community?
I think it helps because there are literally hundreds of people that are working, that are making their living in film. That supports the economy. When these films come here, they support the economy in a big way. They stay in our hotels. They eat in our restaurants. You know, they go to movies. They go to other establishments on their day off. They bring national and international attention to our community and to the renaissance that's taking place in Buffalo. So I think film has been very important to the growth and progress that we're seeing in Buffalo and Western New York. And I am so pleased as mayor of the city of Buffalo to be a big supporter of film coming to our community.
Senator Gallivan, this has been a long time coming. It seems like, I don't remember what the exact date was, but what Bill Fichtner told us when we all gathered, talking about film credits. Tell me a little bit about what that battle was like for you and how it sort of has developed over the years.
Well, first I must say it's very exciting that we're announcing this film here today. That was really the result of us chasing the film credit legislation, and who would have believed how well it has done for Western New York. But it was very difficult. There's other areas of the state that, as many people know, we were competing against. Not everybody is willing to do a tax credit. I mean, more people talk about easing the burden of regulations and taxes, not another tax credit that doesn't work. This is a tax credit that works. And despite the opposition, we worked hard traveling throughout the state, meeting with the governor's staff, meeting with the state film commission people, traveling down to New York City, the industry people, ultimately convincing all of them this was a good thing. And now they see the fruits of that labor with the things that are happening in Buffalo.
How important was it for you to have somebody like Bill Fichtner saying, we'll come to Buffalo if you have a credit? How important is it to have someone from the actual industry talking, to the people that make that decision?
I think it's one thing when you have the lawmakers and the representatives from a particular area speaking up on behalf of the area, or when you have other people that work locally here trying to attract films. But when you have somebody from the industry with the credibility that Bill Fichtner has, I think that was tremendously important and key to making it happen.
Everybody's got to have an angel in this world or it all doesn't work out. I've had 4. I've had many, many more than that, but 4 here in Buffalo. I've had Cindy. I've had Rich. I'd have the mayor. And I have that man right up there, Tim Clark. That's right. If you don't have an angel, you get nothing done. Tim Clark, Buffalo Niagara Film Commissioner. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for all the support. Thanks for everybody that hung with us. Thanks for all the pieces of the puzzle that finally came together. Love you.
I hope you enjoyed today's edition of Behind the Camera. See you next time.
You know, 37 years ago, my dad started a tournament to help the community of Western New York and all the hospital at that time. And we've carried on through the Rotary Club and through many years, and we've carried on this tradition. And, you know, from the blessing of many, many friends and people that believed in my father's, you know, thoughts on life and supporting your community. So with that comes many, many friends that are here and sells out this tournament every year. The O'Leary family just walking by here now and so many others. And, you know, Wanaka Country Club's been a great host facility for us. And Briarwood in the past 20 years before that, but it's been a blessed event today. You know, people come out. Today we'll have 180 golfers out here today, and food, beverage, fun. That's what it's all about, and supporting your community at the same time. The funds today go to People Inc. For the physically and mentally disadvantaged in our community, and also the Ilio DiPaolo Scholarship Fund. As my father said, we got to reward the future leaders of tomorrow. So we always got to continue to support those guys come up in the ranks, women and men. And the homemade wines flowing, the food, the beveraging, and friendship and fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, oh, look at that, company shirt. Oh. We go back. Way back. When we had brown hair and we were skinny, and only one chin. Back in the day. Right
I can't count that far back.
Oh. See how?
Then you remember the great shot went between your legs and backwards?
Where's the love? Where's the love?
Right here.
There he is. It's our celebrity. It's our celebrity right here.
There he is, the official photographer. Danny, you ready for another big year?
Yes.
Why do you keep walking so close to me? You're not going to keep walking back. Tim, are we all set for another year?
Oh, just another fun event so far, Bob, but we're going good.
How many players do we have this year, Tim?
Probably about 279,000. It depends on if you use the list or not.
What's the real number?
Real number is about 175.
How's that compare?
Pretty much the same, but that's counting the celebrities and stuff. So it's pretty much what we've been doing.
Pretty much a sellout every year?
Sellout every year. I mean, all the foursomes are taken care of. The celebrities are here, so we're getting ready to roll, too.
And we don't have to worry about the weather this year.
No, it's beautiful up there. Ilio's got his big hand over any rain crowds, you know.
Here's two distinguished members of the DiPaolo Scholarship Committee, Joe Shaw, Woody Ribick, and guys, this looks like it's going to be one of our best years yet.
It's a fantastic day. The crowd is at peak. The beer is plentiful, and the ladies are lovely.
I agree.
Attaboy, Wood.
That's why he's had such a long, distinguished career in the NFL.
That's exactly right. He sticks to the task with few words.
Well, look, it's Bob Krasinski with a live camera.
He's sneaking up on it.
Oh, man, you can't go anywhere.
Coach, you're like a movie star.
I know.
Great year, Coach.
Yeah, right. Undefeated. Undefeated on time, Bob.
How far did you come to be at the DiPaolo golf outing?
Oh, let me see. I went to Minnesota, and then from Minnesota I came here. So I went from Atlanta to Minnesota to here.
And you wouldn't miss it?
I wouldn't miss it for the world. Oh, are you kidding me? Especially today. Look at the weather we got.
You guys do.
It doesn't.
What?
We do?
Oh yeah.
Really? Do we really?
Yeah.
We do get that now and then.
Oh, we do.
You know,
yeah, we'll have to.
I always say, well, he's the one with all the money. I'm the poor guy.
No. Yeah, I think, hey, the one time I had dark hair too. You know what I mean? So but I had to catch up with Dennis, though. So always good, man. All right.
player.
It's all about the you. The you.
How many years is this for you, Jimmy?
I have no idea. I can't count that far back. 20, 25? I don't know. How many years they've been doing it?
This is the 37th, but
well, yeah, it was before Ilio.
Right.
You know, it had to at least be 25.
Yeah. A lot of great memories.
We'll go with that. 25. Memories that I can remember.
And today's about having fun.
All about fun. I got my boy in the Buffalo Bills knickers. It's all about the you. You got to check it out. It's all about the you. Come on. All about the you.
Nice.
All about the you. Have a good one. We'll see you later.
James.
Great sunglasses.
Where do we go? You're set. Yellow guy can't wear stand next to each other. Oh yeah, Tony on that side.
Got all.
Happy 30-30.
Absolute.
Phil, how many tournaments is this for you?
I don't really know. Double
Go back to the
figures.
90s, right?
Yeah.
Come on, give me something. Give me something.
Yes. No.
Okay, sure. No.
Oh my.
So I'm going here. Yep, right there.
I don't think I've ever hit one of these before.
You having fun?
Oh, no.
No? No?
Absolutely.
Kind of forced yourself to come out here today?
No, it was the first par we've had, and we're going to quit. It's just, do you know my sons? John Coleman? Guy Toulouse?
Wow. You held up well.
Jack Eight Fingers? You know Jack Eight Fingers?
Hi, Jack. How are you?
How are you?
Good.
Wonderful day.
Excuse me. Hey, Timmy. Do you know Bob Kaczynski?
Hi, Bob. How are you? It's nice to see you again.
Nice seeing you, too. You got a
Where would you
fantastic
rather be than
restaurant.
right here, right now?
Are you Marv Levy?
Oh, no, I'm happy not to be Marv Levy. I got a couple years to go still.
And everyone, thank you very much for our friends from Wanaka here, Mike Carneth and Kevin Kevin Hoffman here that have been taking care of us for many years. And 37 years of our golf tournament, great success, sells out every year, and everybody wants to play in it, and it's because of these gentlemen here that make this whole event happen, and we're very honored to be here at Wanaka Country Club on a beautiful day. And I don't know how you pulled that one off, but that's a great job you did.
You were in charge of weather this
year. I was? Okay, I don't know. I thought it was
on us when it was 60 and rain all day. So.
And I always thought I was always in charge of the homemade wine, so I guess that.
Well, thanks for bringing your group with us. It's a pleasure for us every year to have such great attendance and great people for a great cause.
Yeah. Great
cause. So
great to have you. Thanks again, Kevin.
Thank you, Dennis.
Michael,
Truly
thank you very much.
event.
No, it's
really
great. Thank
appreciate
you.
Hosting.
Honored to be here again.